Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the first chapter of chemistry, chemical equations and reactions. Now, in this, we will study two properties. Very first activity is burning of magnesium ribbon. You can see this diagram. We will take a piece of magnesium ribbon, we will rub it properly. Why do we rub? Because magnesium develops layer of its oxide. When we rub it with sandpaper, then that layer gets removed and we can see the smooth surface of magnesium. So rubbing is important. So after rubbing it, we will hold it with pair of tongs and then we will keep it in the flame. That burner which is used is called Bunsen's burner. So what we will see? We will see that this magnesium ribbon is going to burn with dazzling flame and a new product will be formed. That product will be magnesium oxide. So this is the way how we are going to do it. Now see what will be the result of the activity. You can read here. You must have observed that magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame. Dazzling white flame is just like you firecrackers. So that particular flame which you can see, that is dazzling white, means you cannot keep your eye for long at that particular point. So that flame is dazzling white flame and changes into a white powder. This powder is magnesium oxide. So this magnesium oxide powder is formed. So what we can say, it is formed due to the reaction between magnesium and oxygen present in the air. So whatever activity we have done in the next portions, we are going to write it in the chemical equation form. So what are the reactants here? Magnesium and oxygen, these two are reactants, and when they reacted, they have formed magnesium oxide. Now one more activity. You can see this diagram. In this diagram we have taken a conical flask in which we have fitted a cork, and in the middle of the cork there is a hollow glass tube. This is hollow glass tube so that air or any gas can pass through it. So what we do, we take few green zinc granules in the conical flask, and then we add dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. We have to take an acid. So this metal reacts with acid and there is formation of gas. In this case, gas formed is hydrogen gas. So one of the product formed in this activity is hydrogen, and one more product is also formed. If we have taken hydrochloric acid and zinc, then the second product formed is zinc chloride. Okay, if we have taken sulfuric acid, then second product formed is zinc sulfate. So it depends on which acid we have taken. So from these two activities, what we learn? You have studied physical changes and chemical changes in 9th standard. So here we are dealing with chemical changes. So chemical changes or chemical reaction is one and same thing. So when can we say that a chemical reaction has occurred? So you can check here. From these activities we can say that any of the following observations helps us to determine whether a chemical reaction has taken place. So these are 4 points. Out of these 4 things, if anything happens, then we will say that a chemical reaction has occurred. So what are those 4 points? Change in state, change in color, evolution of a gas, change in temperature, So as we observe the changes around us, we can see that there is a large variety of chemical reactions taking place around us. So these four changes we are able to see in our surroundings. So what we can say, that some chemical changes going on. Now on the basis of these, you have to perform this one. These four questions are there. So these four questions can be answered on the basis of whatever we have studied. Okay, so attempt it everyone.